Hi, IRS. I was just sitting here thinking that perhaps I don't want to pay my upcoming taxes next spring. Perhaps when I look at the money I have to pay in, I would choose to spread it around the world where I might get a better return on my investment. Perhaps I want to send it to some really nice friends who say they can launder it. Like nobody in the U.S. has ever tried to clean my nasty money before. I appreciate it. They can launder it and even send some back. That doesn't happen when I pay my government. So I'm really thinking about putting my money somewhere else, somewhere that will benefit me more next year. I think that for me it's an outreach program because I think that I can better the world, and by doing so I can better myself. Plus, when I see Miss Pelosi up there saying that, you know, she's wanting to send all this money to these other nations, I think, what a role model. I should do that too. I bet you if I profile myself just like Pelosi, one day I'll have a $6,000 refrigerator and $12 cartons of ice cream too. And man, that sounds pretty doggone sweet. Now, let's have some real talk. Do you really think that the average American is stupid enough to watch money that is supposed to be in a COVID relief bill for the US of A go everywhere but the US of A? And when you say that you need to send this much money out into the world so that we can, you know, keep those channels lucrative. You know, sometimes you got to pay to play. Sometimes you got to spend money to make money. Well, I'm sorry, but the USA is not a prostitute and the rest of the world is not her pimp. So I believe that our money should stay in our nation. Because if I didn't want to pay my obligations to my nation, I would be sought after and imprisoned. But when you have our money and have an opportunity to bail out the American people, you give it to everyone but the American people. No logic there whatsoever. There's no logic to you getting a blowout either, because you really need to hang on to the brain cells you have left, Miss Pelosi. I fear that that may be dangerous for you. The really big issue I have is that by printing more money and passing it out, we're really obliterating the worth of the US dollar. So many people that live on a shoestring budget anyway, that can process a farm animal or hunt out of the woods or put up their vegetables from their garden, we would really almost starve and barely make it through this winter, as to see the American dollar become any more lethargic on the market. But I don't get to make those decisions, sadly, because if I did, I would tell you that if we're going to obliterate the US dollar, we should obliterate it on the US citizens and not on countries and nations that never put us first, would not return such a gift, and have absolutely no concern about the US of A unless it is to strike a deal with a government official that they can pry money from. I say if the money doesn't go to US citizens, it shouldn't go anywhere.